What's up, bro? I take either WAV files or an MP3. I take MP3, SoundCloud, or YouTube. What up, y'all? How y'all doing on Saturday evening? Day early on the stream because y'all know the Cowboys play tomorrow night. Hey, yo. Enrique, we're not doing that. The Cowboys don't lose to the Giants. You might want to pick another game that you think we're going to lose because we ain't losing tomorrow. It's a guaranteed win when we play them every time. I don't know about the Eagles taking the division either. You know, ain't nobody won our division back-to-back years in 19 years. I don't think it's going to happen this year. Have you seen our roster? I know y'all's roster is sick, but y'all lost a lot on defense. Y'all lost safeties. Y'all lost linebackers. We'll see. You got 3 injured running backs that get injured every year. And then, yeah, y'all got some nice receivers, but we got Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore out there, baby. Yeah, right. When was the last time the Eagles won back-to-back division titles? I'll wait. I'm just going with history. We ain't scared of y'all. You know I'm telling the truth. Jalen Hurts has had one good year. We don't even know if he's really that good. It could have been a fluke. We'll see this year. You brought it up, player. You brought it up. Get those tracks over, guys, so we can start playing some music. I got 2 tracks in so far. Let me get a couple more. You got 20 that the Cowboys lose tomorrow. I normally don't bet people over the internet. I'll stay with that fashion. But the Cowboys ain't losing to the Giants tomorrow. You're crazy. Go look at Dak Prescott's record versus the Giants. I think, dude, he's like 10-1 or 11-1 against the Giants. What's good, CJF Music? Welcome. Uh-huh. I need a couple more tracks so I can get going, y'all. Submit a couple more and we can get the party rolling. Come on. Come on. I used to love this beat when I made it. This beat's old as hell. I appreciate that, Enrique. I got 2 submissions. I need a couple more so we can get rolling. I got DJ Minty. Let's go. Oh, that's bullshit. That's crap. I was getting in over here. For real? What's up, Crazy Rabbit? Yeah, sorry, y'all. The thing fell out when I was hooking up my camera. I must have stepped on it or something. All right, y'all. I got 5 tracks. I got 4 tracks. I need 1 more track. Yeah, I got you, Jeremy. Is it Jerome or Jeremy? Any kind of music, Palantir. We don't discriminate. You can send any genre of music. We don't discriminate around here. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 in so far. We'll just get going. All right, up first, I got DJ Music. What's up, Captain Des? Welcome. Jack Bauer, welcome. Who the Steelers play tomorrow? I think the Steelers might take that L. I feel like they're playing somebody good tomorrow. Produced by Minty, welcome. Grammy, welcome, welcome. right, bro. So the beat's not bad. I like the guitar melody. I would like to get like some more like reverb or some effects on it just a little bit. So, you know, it sounds a little more smooth in the mix. I feel like all of the other melodic pieces are too low though. So you have to like turn those up, because when it goes from the guitar, listen to how loud the guitar is. Then when you go to the other noises, like you can barely hear those pads. You can barely hear those bells playing in the background. So again, listen. So it's like the guitar is so much louder. So I would turn up those other secondary pieces so it kind of fills out the beat a little bit more. I would also work on changing octaves of the 808, because the whole beat, the 808 is the same octave, and so it doesn't give very much variation, and doesn't give very much different flavor for the bass there. So I would work on just following the root notes on your pads or your chords, and however you work that out, however you had the pads go. But I would just have it go, you know, I would just have it change notes so it sounds a little more interesting, a little more inspiring. And then I would also like have different parts where I let the drums breathe. So you don't have to let the drums run the whole song. Sometimes you can just let the guitar play with the little pads in the background. And then that's going to bring more suspense, and that's going to make the listener want the drums more when they come in. But as far as the idea is not bad. It just a bit more work to make the idea going from a good idea to a good beat. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say keep up the work. It's got a good vibe, like somebody just said. But you know, I would just work on those things. Up next, we got Jerome. I'm just gonna play you here. We got Minty next, produced by Minty. Don't Hate Mix Check. Ghost Talk. Right way. We're gonna play the first one. What's up, Z? Is it Zai or Z? Uni-I, welcome. I got a completely different crowd up in here tonight. Maybe I'll stream more on Saturday. This shit going so far though. This shit going hard. What's up, Banta? beat went hard. The only critique that I have for the beat would be just to turn up the little, all the ambience and your, well, that's basically your melody. Just turn that up just a tad because the drums are, you know what I'm saying, kind of overbearing that a little bit. And I like that. Like I like that background ambient noise. So I would just turn it up just a tad, not too much. But other than that, the beat was fire. The drum bounce was nice. The 808s were fire. You know what I'm saying? Everything else in the beat was very, very solid beat, put together well. Other than that one little part, I feel like all the pieces were mixed well. So turn that little the vocal chop piece up a little bit, and the beat's a banger, dude. Somebody should be rapping on that. All you got to do is check the pin message, or you can check the description, Dreddy. Banta, what's good? What's good? I just want to let y'all make sure y'all know. It doesn't look like anybody in here. Well, not. I don't want to say that because Chris and Banta are in here, but I won't be streaming tomorrow because the Cowboys game is on. No, I ain't missing that. I'm not gonna want to stream after that either. Next, we got Jerome. I said Jerome is in the hot. Watch your mouth.
Decisions made here, in this room, are private, personal, and should be made by you and your doctor, not politicians. Joe Biden knows that. He'll fight for your right to make your own healthcare decisions. He knows these guys shouldn't be in this room.
Nobody ask any of that. Oh, that sucks. No recovery. That's one thing I like about the new FL Studio, though, is that it's always got my stuff in recovery mode, backup projects. Hey, come on. Darkness, the darkest of the winners. No, you only have to pay if you want to skip the line. It's $10 to skip the line if you want to super chat. So the beat's pretty nice. Like all the melodic pieces, the melody, drum bounce, the groove, it's all pretty nice. The only thing that I would necessarily critique is the bass on this beat. It feels like, I mean, I can't say this is what you did, but it sounds like you just EQ'd all the low end out and EQ'd a lot of the high end out. And so the the beat feels like it's missing something. I know it's kind of like lo-fi-ish at the beginning, but you could still like have the bass just be the bass. It doesn't have to be necessarily, it doesn't have to sound like there's all mids. Like that's what I'm not saying the beat's mid, but I'm saying it like the beat sounds like it's all mid frequencies and there's no low end. So if I had to have a critique for the beat, that would be my only critique, is that I would like to hear some low end. The switch up was pretty fire. It's unexpected. So it's like, if you're thinking about this in terms of a movie, you have like basically the story right here. Then right here is like basically the climax of the movie, which is pretty dope. It was unexpected, which makes me feel. But I would just go back in and I would add some more bass. If the bass isn't EQ'd, then I would just either layer that bass with like a deeper bass, or I would just not EQ the low end out of the bass. The bass should be there, even if it's like a lo-fi beat kind of bass there. Remember when I used to make lo-fi beats all the time? What's going on with me, man? I go through phases of the kind of beats that I make, man. I remember there was probably like a 8-month span where all I was making was lo-fi beats. All right, CJF, I got you up next. Wonder Art, what's good? You wasn't gonna come in here and say hi to nobody? What's good, sheep? Oh, you did come in and say hi. I just missed it. Aha, aha. I didn't give y'all anything yet, did I?
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful art. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Everyone's so lovely. All right, let's go. Pray for me. What's good, Brightonic?
Oh God, defend me from those that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of inequity. And save me from the bloody men.
Look, mind state of a gangster from the 40s. Meet the business mind of Motown's Berry Gordy. Turn crack rock into a chain of 40/40s. Sorry, my jury's so gaudy. Slid into the party with my new pair of Maury's. America meet the gangster Sean Corey. Hey, young girl, wanna hear a story? Close your eyes and you can pretend you're me. I'm cut from the cloth for the Kennedys. Frank Sinatra having dinner with the Genovese. This is the genesis of a nemesis. Mother America's not witnessing the Harlem Renaissance birth black businesses. This is the tale of lost innocence. As the incense burn and the turntables turn and that Al Green plays. I see my mother's afro as mama taps her toes as she rolls her J's. And my papa just left the house in search of the killer of my Uncle Ray. And she's trying to calm my nerves as I observe it's just one day. And what tomorrow has in store, we can never be sure. So all we can do is pray.
Because of your strength, while I walked upon thee, for God is my defense.
This is put together pretty well.
Pray for me.
As I head to my homeroom, I observe the rooms, dope needles on the ground. I hear a car go vroom, drug dealer in the BM with the top down. As the girls start to giggle, I ask why you laugh. They say you too little. One day you'll understand when you become a man about things you have to get you. Fast forward, freeze frame on my pistol. Fistful of dollars, ignorance is so blissful. I didn't choose this life chose me. Around here is the shit that you just do. I just left school. The same BM is pulled over by the boys dressed blue. They have their guns drawn, screaming just move. Or is there something else you suggest we can do? He made his way to the trunk, opened it like a treasure chest was removed. Cop said he'll be back next month. What we call corrupt, he called paying dues. Now when the rules is blurred, as they is and were, what am I to do? But pray the Lord forgive me. Pray God's be by what I'm about to go through. Pray.
Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape, and climb thine air unto me. Save me, O Lord. Pray for me.
Yeah. Anywhere there's oppression, the drug profession flourishes like beverages, refreshing. Sweet taste of sin. Everything I seen made me everything I am. Bad drug dealer or a victim, my bag. What came first, moving chickens or the egg? This is why I be so fresh. I'm trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Treat shame with shamelessness. Aim stainless is that anus is. You know the game this is. Move coke like Pepsi, don't matter what the brand name is. I stand behind mine. Everything I do, I'm a man behind mine.
This nigga Jay-Z is so hard.
I'm not an angel, I'm sure, but every night before I lay, I drop my knees to the floor and I pray.
The name shall endure forever. The
What's up,
name
Preston?
shall be continued as long as the sun.
Pray for me.
Men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. In your name, I pray.
Pray for me.
Lord bless him.
Yo, this was a quality put together track. Like, obviously, I know that's Jay-Z, so his vocal is gonna sound good when you rip it. It's gonna be mixed as good as anybody's vocal out there. Very good sample selection. I feel like the sample was chopped very well as well. Very, very good sample selection. Good drums. I don't know, was that a loop or did you put the drums together? It was definitely bumping. What's good, G-Man? I mean, I don't have any critiques on that. I think you've gotten better at creating these remixes because I feel like that song feels like it was like that was a Jay-Z song. Like it feels like the beat was put together. It feels like Just Blaze made the beat. It feels like, you know what I'm saying, Hove rapped on that. Very, very good. Very, very good. Put together well. Man, I don't have no negative critiques. I think that's one of your, whichever one I told you was my favorite is still my favorite, but this one's well put together. And I'm a sucker for Jay-Z. Jay-Z's my favorite rapper, so and I like that song so already. So good shit, my dude. Good shit. Ricky Hurst. Sheep. Keep floating. It is 11:11 for me. Make a wish.
Nothing really matters. All at once, I've been here all flown around, aimless, trying to talk, but I can spit it out. My words they fall to the floor, and I've been thinking, what else is there to do anymore?
This rough is kind of this mix is kind of rough, my boy.
But don't cry,
It's the track.
just keep floating, and eventually it'll all work out. I hope, but don't cry, 'cause nothing really matters. Did you know that? Take a step back, what are you standing on? Did you know that? Robert died.
Did you make the beat for this one or did you get the beat for this?
And standing on corpses. So keep in touch. 'Cause nothing really matters. So keep floating. Keep floating.
So I like the direction the song was going in, but I feel like the mix on the beat is a little bit chaotic. So the beat was fire. It would be super fire though if it was mixed a little bit better. So I feel like all the melodic pieces are too loud. And since the melodic pieces are too loud, it feels like you tried to overcompensate for everything else. So except for the drums, like the drums on this beat should be smacking, but the drums are like fighting with the mid frequencies of the melodies because all the melodies are super loud. And the melodies are loud. It doesn't allow for the vocal to come through the mix. And that's just it right there. That's why I asked if you made the beat, because you can go back down and remix the beat. I would bust the drums, send the drums to an insert or to to another bus. Then I would put parallel processing, so kind of compression on the drums so that they cut through the mix. I would turn those melodic pieces down. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm always real. I'm not necessarily married to the vocals or how they sat, because that could be partly because of how the mix, everything kind of came across distorted. So if you look, somebody asked if I turned it up, if I turned up the beat because it sounds distorted. So I would go back in and I would focus on getting the beat mixed right, because then I could probably evaluate the vocals a little bit better, because it all sounded distorted. So I'm not saying that to knock you. I don't think I've ever reacted to any of your music before, so I'm not here to go hard or talk shit or nothing like that. I just need a clean mix for me to be able to gauge what I thought about those vocals. If that makes sense. But the beat's fire. Gotta be mixed a little better. It's fire as fuck, bro. Oh, hey, I meant to give CJF music too. This.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
I meant to give somebody else that too, but Avid Shapes, track submission. We live 9-9. Appreciate that. That little bell noise could use a little more reverb on it. And maybe a little turned down just a little bit. I feel like the bells could the top melody could come down just a little bit. I feel like it could use another melodic piece too, just to kind of give it a little switch, because I feel like it just goes back and forth from the melody and the chords. That would make the beat a little more interesting. I would maybe like to hear the bass go down an octave so it's a little bit deeper, just so it kind of fills up the sound spectrum a little bit more, because where the bass is sitting at, the bass is kind of like it's like, if you're using high notes, it's falling into that mid frequency and it's not hitting any of that low end. So I just feel like the bass could hit just a little bit harder if it if it was down an octave. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like I could. Oh, sorry. I feel like I could just use one more melodic piece in there, and then maybe some like reverb or some of more, because you got the delay going on. But I would like to hear a little more reverb, and then maybe you could even when the bells come in, like if it's the same, if you're using it on the same track or the same pattern, maybe split the melody from the chords, and then put a little EQ on the bells and take off a little bit of the high frequency because it's just a little jarring. But I mean, it's a nice little start. Sorry, y'all got a sinus infection. I'll probably only go to like 12 because I got a video to edit for tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is gonna be wild. That's all I can say is tomorrow's video is wild. It's not my typical kind of video. It's not my typical kind of video. But you know, I kind of had to make the video. It's not typical. Hope y'all ready for this shit. Chris, I didn't even see yours. I done gave you a super chat. Oh, man. Super sleepy already. KC Boom Bap T 108 V2 7 1223 wave. That's the name of the beat. Let's go. That shit sounds fire already. Ugh. That bass is going hard. Add a rap on top of that. I might be able to add a rap on top of that. That beat's kind of fire. What records did you sample? That shit sounded fire, dude. That was that's probably my favorite hip hop beat that I've heard you make so far. This shit's pretty fire. Like the bass guitar was going hard. The drums were fire. Hard right here. That little flute or whatever. A little flute or whatever in the background is hard. This reminds me of some old school beat nuts. Like this reminds me of I granted it was Jenny from the Block, but before Jenny from the Block used to beat, Big Pun did a song with the Beatnik. And it just reminds me of that song, like this song right here. It reminds me of. Hey, I know this guy. Beatniks. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I mean, it doesn't sound the exact same, but this is the beat it reminds me of. Something like this.
Baby, it's over.
I mean, we both saw this coming.
Wrong, but it lasts long. When the fast one upon to wake up with the stash going, I'm mad strong in my cream.
This reminds me of something with that film. Maybe that wasn't Jenny. Yeah, maybe it was Jenny from the Block because she used that do do do. I still I know back when I got. This song came out first. This song was fire. One of my favorites. I got you, Brody. I got you. Yeah, it was definitely a whole vibe. Yawning like a mug. Had a family event today. It was a pretty good day. Darius, let's go. Love you too.
We have something hip that we want to present to you. We're interested in black music.
Nice mix, Chris. It was a good beat. I don't have no critiques, and that was a good beat. Solid.
Kind of out of the same.
Hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. That flute goes hard too.
Just you need some gas on.
Only the boys in the back of the yard swinging some joints, yeah. Got too many racks now, I don't know where to spend. I've been flying different countries, moving to Japan. Way too many hoes on my phone, pick it yourself. Got a kitty on the drip, on man like the boy. I walk around town like a cowboy. All of my life like a rockstar boy. Hating on me, I look mad as hell, boy. AK-47, no tech around here. You'll be swallowing on my kids, then she whispering in my ear. You'll be smoking California where you know that it's real. I did not know these pills could make demons so real. Make it real. They know that I've been making my lyrics real. Them has been abusing my mind. Nobody ass, nobody wanna know the deal. Hold on the mountains like how you feel. I'm praying for some sanity and some medicine. Money and talk, I've been up in my mind. I wanna make my mama so proud. I've been trying to find a talk to feel nice, but I'm the type to just relax, 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 relax. Only the boys in the back of the yard swinging some joints, yeah. Got too many racks now, I don't know where to spend. I've been flying different countries, moving to Japan. Way too many hoes on my phone, pick it yourself. Got a kitty on the drip, on man like the boy. I walk around town like a cowboy. All of my life like a rockstar boy. Hating on me, I look mad as hell, boy. AK-47, no tech around here. You'll be swallowing on my kids, then she whispering in my ear. You'll be smoking California where you know that it's real. I did not know these pills could make demons so real. I can never run out of flush, man. Yeah, I can never run out of house, man. There's on the branch and all of my clothes, man. Got my cash in the Louis V bag, booty in the yard. Next to your booty bag, no need for booty got, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't need a bodyguard, cause I get a cut, man. Look, man.
Just a little bit, tis but a scratch. I was up late editing a video, and then I had to get up at 7 and finish it this morning. And I had a family event all day, and then I got home from my family event and recorded another video, and I got on stream. So before I critique the song, fam, get rid of this picture. Get rid of this picture. You don't need this picture on your SoundCloud page. You don't need that there. I'm an old nigga, so like if I see that picture, I'd be like, man, I'm not even gonna listen to the track. Not trying to say that to like knock you or nothing, but you don't need that picture on your SoundCloud. Get that shit out of here. So as far as the track, the beat was fire. The beat was real fire. I like your vocal, but I'm old, so take this with a grain of salt because I'm old. I'm 42. So like sometimes some of the things that I want to hear aren't the things that this generation wants to hear. So, you know what I'm saying? Just take it with a grain of salt. I like when I hear rap music, whether it's a singing rap or if it's a rap, when you enunciate your words. So like I don't want to have to struggle to try to kind of figure out what some of the words are. And so that would be like my only critique with the vocal performance would be a better enunciation, just so I can understand what you're saying. Because again, I'm old, so that's more of an old take versus somebody who would be younger. I feel like, again, the beat was super fire. I don't feel like your voice sounded bad. Your voice sounds good, but with the mix, you need to pull the vocal down just a little bit because your beat should always be sitting like this. Your vocal should be sitting like, you know, like right here. I feel like your vocal's sitting here, so it's sitting just a little bit too high. So if you wanted to, if somebody's driving and you want them to knock your, think about it like this. If you're listening to music and you notice that you're bumping it, but it's not as loud as you want it to be, like the bass ain't hitting like you want it to be, what do? You turn it up. Well, the more I turn this song up, the voice is gonna get so loud that it's gonna prohibit me from making the beat sound making the song sound as loud as it can in my car, because it is something that you'd bump and you ride to, you know, head bopping, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're on to whatever you're doing, you'd be in a good mood. So just turn the vocal down just a little bit. You don't have to listen to me with the vocal performance because I know, again, I'm old. And so that's just an old person thing. You know, I know a lot of huge rappers, they don't enunciate all their words, but you know, it's just my thoughts. I mean, that's the mix. I think the mix on the beat's good. I just feel like the vocal needs to come down just a little bit. I don't know if you typed that before I started explaining all that, but you know, those would be my thoughts. But I don't know if it's just being honest, Wonder Arp. I don't know if it's the reverb or it's just the enunciation, because I feel like, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know everything. I'm not always right.
All of my life like a rockstar boy. Hating on me, I look mad as hell, boy. AK-47, I'll take around here. You'll be swallowing on my kids, then she whisper in my ear. You'll be smoking California where you know that it's real. I did not know these pills could make demons so real. Been making my lyrics real. How you feel? Nobody ass, nobody wanna know the deal. Hold on to my...
Like parts like that, I don't know if the reverb's gonna fix that. I think that's just the enunciation and how he's singing. You know, just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I'll take that too. What do y'all think, chat? Let me know what y'all think. Mr. A Die is here. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm only going till about 12 o'clock tonight. I know I've been streaming a little bit short lately, but I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes that y'all don't see, and I've been putting out a lot of content lately. I know y'all can see that. I gotta put this video out tomorrow. It's gotta come out. Brightish is up. Boss theme, maybe. Yo, Brightish be coming through with the straight fucking double dragon. I'm about to win this battle. Fighting the boss mode beats. Fuck with him now. I guess I'll take Bandcamp too if y'all send them. Fam, I am not playing all 6 minutes though. I got like 2.5 in me, but I got love for you because I'm only streaming for so long. That part right there sounds like some Mega Man shit. Now that I think about it, though, that would be a perfect Mega Man beat. What I was thinking the whole time was, this is how my brain used to feel when I would be in, and it doesn't have nothing to do with the game, but this is how my brain used to feel when I would be in those Call of Duty lobbies in like 2010, when everybody used to wild out, 2010, 2011, where it was like, where I'd say something and somebody would be like, N-word. I'd be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? All I said was, who's on the team? N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's like that. Nigger. Damn, I didn't even say nothing to you. But that's how my brain used to feel every time I'd get into a lobby. I feel like it's hard to they could smell the black on me. You're not lying. They'd be like I was watching something the other day. Oh, it was so funny. It was like this. It was a YouTube skit, and the guy said something, and it was like every time he was about to say something, nigger, he was like, "How did you know?" "I can tell the way that you smacking your lips right now. You're eating some chicken." Dude, I was dead. I laughed louder at that shit than I probably should have laughed. I'm 42 and I shouldn't be laughing about that shit, but I was fucking dying. I was literally cracking up, like hysterically laughing, like, I'm never gonna grow up. Not bad. You know what I'm gonna say? I mean, it's kind of hard to say you want the drums to be a little bit louder because it's video game type beat. So a video game type beat, the drums aren't gonna be loud. Everything else is gonna be loud. I like the little lasers. I like the transition. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I think it would be, you know, it'd be good in whatever, maybe be good in a Mega Man game, honestly. I could smell the black on you a mile away. Hello, Eve, Anomaly, let's go. Why does that look like the cube? Like the plug in the cube? I feel like the melody is too loud and the bass needs to be turned up just a little bit. Perks are fire though. This drop is hard. quote right here. Not in a bad way. We'll listen to part of this next drop, and I gotta stop just because it's 6 minutes. I want to play a few more tracks. I think you got an interesting track there. The only thing I would like, I mean, I can't really, a track like this is hard for me to critique because I'm not familiar with this style. So like, I don't want to sound like a dumbass and be like, you need to do this and that, and that's not what you do. But I would just like to hear maybe melodic pieces come down a little bit in the drum here at the beginning. And then like there's parts like here at the beginning, I would like to hear like, I think I would like to hear a little more stereo separation, like Banta said, and like that synth noise. I feel like it would just bring it out just a little bit more. But as far as like a critique, man, I'm sorry. I know you sent some music over for me to critique. It's kind of hard for me to critique something like this because I'm not really genre. I don't want to. You need to do this. You need to do that, and I'm just sounding like a dumbass, and I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think the beat's fire though. I think it's like it has a nice little. I'm all for music that evolves and like has different drops and different sounds and like different buildups, different peaks, different valleys. I love all that stuff. So I think it's dope, but I just, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to critique, you know, just being honest, you know. What do you guys think? I guess you guys already said a bunch in the chat. What's up? I am Standalone. Welcome. Wonder Art. Beat. Tired, y'all. Gotta edit the video. Ugh.
if I do say so myself.
The only critique I would have on this beat is the snare. It should come down a little bit. Because as you're looking at the waveform here, all these are the snares. So the highest peaks of the whole entire beat are just the snare. The snare doesn't have to be the loudest. I never make the loudest thing in the beat. Because the snare just stands out so much. And even when you're trying to rap and word over it, the snare is just going to be so much, it's going to be so loud, you know? You got to turn everything else down so the snare is not getting in the way of the vocal. I mean, that's the only critique I have. The beat's fire as fuck. Like the little switch up here at the end is fire. Super drill here. You got that nice little vocal box in there. Beat's fire, bro. You already know you make heat. I mean, that would just be the only thing I have is just turn that snare down a little bit. Not Chuck. It's either CJ or something to you. Just because you see my email doesn't mean you get to call me Chuck. No disrespect, but you know, sometimes you should before you just start spatting out names, you should. Damn, I don't even know what the name is though. Is it Robert Henry? I see. Sam Bazion Rupon. I don't know if I said that right. Meant for TV films, not for artists. So it's not bad. It's not a bad start. Like they said, everybody said in the comments, it feels like it's something for drama. I feel like on this one, all the sounds feel like they're too drowned in like a verb. So nothing's really like sticking out like it should. And then the bass, I would figure out the bass. I feel like the bass could come up a little bit more. I don't know if because it feels like everything is just kind of in this reverb meshed together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like none of the sounds really are crisp. So if you're gonna want it to be for TV, the sound should, well, Chris would know this better than me, but I feel like the sound should be a little more crisp. But like the all your progressions are good. I mean, the sound selection is not bad. I might like a different string in there, like the I might like a different string in there. But as far as like all your patterns and all your melodies, all good, and bass, I would a little bit better because the mix does sound a little bit chaotic, you know, kind of like. I know it's not for an artist, but it still needs to be mixed well. Appreciate that. Rail. If I said that wrong, my apologies. I might be cutting off because I'm talking low, and this microphone, when I start talking too low, it cuts off because I have a gate on it. All right, I might not get to that track though, bro. I'm only gonna go on for a few more minutes. Boy is call it a night. So I got Red G, produced by Minty. I've already played one for you. So the next I'll play Robert Henry, and that's probably going to be the last track I play tonight. Boy's tired. Gotta edit.
Riding all black out of 10, I can't see in a hour. I poured a little drop just to see what it's about.
Man said, I'm not even gonna let the beat breathe. I'm just right into action. Bam. He be listening to the baby, because the baby never lets the beat right into action.
Riding all black out of 10, I can't see in a hour. I poured a little drop just to see what it's about. I got a little mouth just to see what she bout. My kids go in, she ain't spitting them out. He tried to run up and he me in the ground. He can't walk now, let him speak to the ground. His ass gone now, finally speak to the ground. Try to go both ways, get his shit in and out. We can both get paid, don't try taking me down. Lil' bro puffin' on mid, but gon' fade like it's loud. We can be friends if you come with a certain amount. I know he is snitch by the way that he pointin' shit out. That cap and the reason we laying you down. Anytime I see fiends and see racks around. When you getting some shit, you see rats around. Riding all black out of 10, I can't see in a hour. I poured a little drop just to see what it's about. I got a little mouth just to see what she bout. My kids go in, she ain't spitting them out. He tried to run up and he me in the ground. He can't walk now, let him speak to the ground. His ass gone now, finally speak to the ground. His ass gone now, finally speak to the ground.
I mean, that's not my cup of tea. I would have liked for like the rapping to be like on beat. Subject matter is just not for me. The beat could use a little bit of work because it's just really just.
My kids go in, she ain't spitting them out. He try to run up and he.
Because it's like basically just bass, and then the bass is lining out the little melodic piece.
Me in the ground. He can't walk now, let him speak to the bout. My kids go in, she ain't spitting them out. He try to run up and he now finally speak to the ground.
It's not for me. And I feel like the mix could have been better. I feel like the beat didn't have enough. It needs melodic pieces. I feel like the rapping could have been on, you know what I'm saying, on beat. And the subject matter, yo, I don't have a problem with you rapping about chicks and stuff like that, because I rap about girls. But like, just make it clever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could, if you want to talk that shit, but just make it clever. You know, don't make it sound like. I mean, where are you gonna play this at? You know, who's this for? You know. I'm gonna end it with this one. It's gonna be the last one we're gonna play tonight. Be back. This fire right here sounds like some Mobb Deep shit. That's fire. You should chop up this sample so it's like doom 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 doom, and then goes back into it just to give it a little switch. like da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And then right back into that. This reminds me of Capone Noriega. I said, New York, get the bloody money. What? Dirty cash. I'm gonna play the song that sounds like next. Overall, the beat's fire. It just needs a few different pieces. So like switch up, like chop up that piano loop a little bit more in certain places to give it a little bit different feel. And then like with those strings, add a little bit to those strings. But the beat reminds me of this song right here.
What up? New York, New York,
New York, New York. What up? 25 to life.
Recognize, what up, yo. Understand, yo. New York, get the bloody money.
Dirty cash.
Live niggas smoke weed, cause these stamps. You monkey.
But you know, it doesn't sound the same, but it gives me that kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? That kind of vibe. I like how I'm pulling songs out for y'all tonight and telling y'all what it sounds like to me. That's definitely a classic, man. That's one of my favorite songs, man. I love that song. You know, it's funny how you like the songs you was listening to when you was like young, you know what I'm saying? When you was like a teenager, they still stick with you and shit. You know, I remember when that shit came out. I remember when that song came out. Boy, I was bumping the shit out that Capone Noriega. Definitely fire. All right, y'all, but that's what I got. I'm about to log up off here. As y'all can see, I've been yawning all night. I got to edit a video. Football season starts tomorrow. I got a late night tomorrow watching the Cowboys game. Probably got to make a video sometime tomorrow for Monday or Tuesday. I have some sponsor content I have to put together. The video tomorrow. Oh, the video tomorrow is going to be a banger. I don't even want to put the video out, but I have to. I have no choice. My hands are fucking tied, you know? Sometimes you just have to fucking put out content you don't necessarily want to put out. I got to put it out. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. I know it's a normal weird night. Normally I rock out on Sundays, but like I said, I wanted to make sure I did a critique stream tonight, and because I'm not going to do one tomorrow. So appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with me and shit, man. Y'all have a good evening and y'all be safe. I'll be back to streaming on Wednesday, and I'll have content, bro, and either Tuesday and Wednesday or Monday and Wednesday. I don't know when I'm going to put this content. Probably Tuesday and Wednesday. So